Uniform November 604, and after that we have Saucer. I think you couldn't hear me, so sorry for that, guys. Now it's much better, I think. What I said before, that I will fly without ATC today, just to make the flight and see what can I fix for the future streams. Uniform Bravo 545. That's why I put the SID what I had here, so it should be enough for today for the offline flight. Oakland. Then we speed up, of course, everything, do the quick briefing, and then I mean on the cruise we're gonna speed up because the flight time is like 2 hours 20 minutes or something. Mike Uniform Tango, and then we have Uniform Whiskey 74, but no rush actually, so delays happens Either there is no fuel, or there is no stairs, no buses, no mechanics, or no crew, so let's pretend we were waiting for somebody. For some mechanics to... Okay, I made some mistake here. So for some mechanics to make the fix. Okay, what's wrong? Uniform Romeo 32, Kilo Foxtrot Kilo, Uniform Bravo 545, Oklam, okay, cool. Oklam 620, Moot, Uniform. Okay, not in database. Because it's not here. Uniform Whiskey. I have this point Milba here, but then it's Ada, which Ada should be before Milba. Mood, Ada, Uniform Whiskey 74, Milba now. And it should connect, okay. Let's change it here. And now Ada. And then... and again. I love it. What's wrong with this FMC? Uniform Whiskey 74, I will put direct points. Previous page. Ada is the first point. I don't want Ada actually, okay, whatever. Two times. Okay, we'll change it later. Ada. Let's continue direct. Because there is some issue. We're not gonna spend another 10 minutes fixing it. With the 3 years old nav data. 470 gas. I'm quite surprised that there is still some points the same name for the so many years. Never changed. Luta 1 Foxtrot arrival. So for runway 22. ILS. No ILS. Okay, we'll check it later. So we can do VR and Luta 1 Foxtrot. It's still the same here. Cool. Route, performance, cost index 20. In the flight plan I have 56. Minimum reserve was 1.9. Zero fuel weight. I think we need to load it again. With the fuel as well. So fuel is 10.3 and we need 8.5. Cruise 370. Was it like that? 370, yeah. 370. Okay, cool. 370 and it's automatically 2708 landing altitude. Cruise winds 224/24. ESA deviation or temperature. We have ESA deviation 10 or temperature -47 on top of climb. Not here. So we can put any. As you see, East deviation was 9, calculated by the FMC. Transition altitude 9,000, execute N1. Takeoff slash, okay, let's say it's 11, as it's shows it here. And then takeoff page, let's put flaps 1, and then we'll have to load our plane. CG, okay, we do it later. Acceleration. Okay, let's put 3000. Thrust reduction 1500. And acceleration, it could be a little bit higher here, but okay, let's put 1000 as well. Because there are some mountains here around, so now it's okay. And I think it's time to check for the overhead panel here. Some fire test. Okay, let's pretend. Is it done or not? Okay, it's checked. Extinguisher. All good. We can start the APU. We'll need to change the fuel as well. Where was that option to change the fuel? So save and load, push back, ground support, refuel. Yeah, no. Could be here, but it's like the slow motion here, so we can do it straight away with the, I forgot where was that, with the calculation system page, where you could calculate the performances. Menu, performance, okay. And here there was some option there. Calculate. Okay, I don't know. Weight and balance, yeah. Passengers, total, okay, maximum 178. Set fuel. No, set, okay, payload. It's just passengers, total 178. To the front we put 1500, to the back let's say 1000 to be heavy on the nose, and here is option for the fuel. So fuel we needed 8.5 and 1500 for the weather. Taxi out, what's wrong, total fuel, wait a minute, 8.5 kilograms, yeah. Taxi out fuel, okay, 200 standard, and planned trip fuel now airtime it shows 1 hour 59, and trip fuel I see okay, row flight plan, let's see. Trip 4.5 4510. So then we put set fuel, done. Set payload, okay, complete. This EFB here is completely useless, you know, to operate, go to the menus and everything, so can't wait to have the new one. APU on the buses we can disconnect, so again now you need to go to the menu terminal or something. System page, It's quite long, this menu. Ground support, disconnect, and confirm it, you know. Can't wait to make the video on the new EFB. Okay. Here we check everything. Yep, all that stuff. Seatbelts are on. We are refueling. Okay, we refueled already. And passengers are boarding, so here with the hydraulics pumps we wait a minute. And for the APU bleed we should wait 2 minutes after the APU is on. So let's pretend it's 2 minutes already, and we can use the, let's put it to auto here in this case, 13 degrees only, and we can use the APU bleed, and the pucks are, let's put it to auto, and now you can hear the noise blowing. Ignition to right hand side, and then that's it. Courses are 046. Put it a little bit brighter here. No, that one. Where is that switch? Main panel. Okay, now it works. Terrain. And then we have traffic. Cool. Flight director master, both sides. 046. Heading 046. Initial 9.1. Okay, let's put 8.1. A light test. Quickly. Not that side, there you go. All the lights are checked. We don't have to change any bulb. That's good. FO side is good as well. Okay. Okay, that's done. So, together with FO we can do pre-flight checklist, parking brakes, set. Pre-flight checklist, oxygen tested 100%. Navigation transfer display switches are normal, auto. Window heat is on. Pressurization mode selector, auto. Flight instrument. Again here. Track 301 altimeters. Stand by. No, it's correct. 1018 reading 300. 1018 300. It's the same. Parking brake set, engine start levers, cut off stop team cross switches. Normal. Over here. Okay, we forgot about that one here. Fuel reset. Cool. Pre-flight completed. Boarding. I think also almost. We're still waiting for passengers jumping from the bridge. Okay, briefing, let's say. Time 0509 UTC. Threads an error, actually. So, nothing to be honest. Quickly. Because we don't have ATC, aircraft it's okay, let's say it's good. And that's it, let's skip that part. Instruments, so we have route check, we don't have to do it, as we did. Display source too. Cool. Route check, let's say we did it, because we don't have to read it again. Distance 783, and we have distance 800. Okay, so it's correct. 8.4 fuel and 4.2 on for landing. Instrument cross-checked. Okay, time 0511. We have master on the left hand side. Flaps. Expecting flaps 103 right. It's checked. Speeds, we need to do performance as well, but I'm not gonna use this one here. I will use the default one, I think, just to save some time. What time is it? 1 hour already. I'm just looking for the checklist quickly here. Okay, so then the briefing, yeah? Let's go very slowly, as I don't have charts as well. Briefing. So it's gonna be left-hand seat takeoff, expecting flaps 1, NADP 1, 3000. Sorry. N1, doesn't work. Takeoff, page 2. Acceleration 3000, thrust reduction 1500, El Navina for departure, so we can engage it. Engaging autopilot at 5000 feet. Initial climb, let's say 8000. And then we have emergency part of the briefing, so below 18 knots I may reject for takeoff for any failures. Above 18 knots and before V1, rejecting the takeoff for 5, fire warning, engine failure, predictive wind shear, or if the airplane is unsafe or unable to fly. Before V1, if I call reject, I will simultaneously close the thrust levers and disengage the auto throttle. Apply maximum manual braking or verify operation of RTO auto brakes. Manually release the speed brake lever, apply maximum reverse thrust and stop the aircraft. I will set the parking brake and announce via PA attention correct station, attention correct station. If you call reject, I will check on brake speed, call speed brake up or speed brake not up, call reverses normal, no reverses, engine number 1 or 2 or no reverses. Verify your actions and call any omissions, call 60 knots, distance remaining, auto brake disarm, select flaps 40 once we are stopped and parking brakes is set, and inform ATC of the reject. Then we'll identify the failure and carry out any drills as appropriate. If we decide to evacuate the aircraft, we'll read and do evacuation checklist. And then I'm pilot flying again, so if the call before V1 is continued, there is no actions up to 400 feet, apart from raising the landing gear up and cancelling master caution. Above 400 feet, heading select, identify malfunctions, do the memory items if needed. At minimum flight retraction altitude, which we're gonna set up in a second. 101 is not radio. We need to put it at 1000. 13 more or less, okay. Let's put it here. At minimum retraction altitude, we speed up, retract the flaps on schedule, flaps up, no light. Level change, max continuous thrust, and do the non-normal checklist followed by after takeoff checklist, then we decide what to do. Okay, so that was emergency briefing, and then we have taxi. Taxi, we are to stand Bravo 03. Oh, okay, Alpha 09. Alpha 09. Okay, taxi Echo. Cross Charlie Delta 1, full length runway 03 right. SID. We have Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Juliet. Transition altitude 9000 checked. Athens departure 128.950. Then we have Max 210 speed. I'm not sure if it's gonna be correct. Delta 14 Kilo Romeo Oscar. Okay. It looks similar, so we have 084 heading, something like that. 046, the initial one. Of course, it's not gonna match. Okay. 084. We have it here. Okay. 11 miles to distance 14 crow, 4000 or below. That's correct. And then it shows distance 264 radio, okay, and then we have 9 miles, 7000 or below, and here is 8000 or below on the chart, updated. 8000 below. And Echo, it's 14.5. 5 miles, cool. Okay, sorry, distance 5. It was correct actually. 7000 below, and the next point is 8000. Crow, 8000 below. 5 miles. And 9 miles, cool. So that's checked. Any questions? No questions, so performance. What we have here. And one. Okay, let's do full thrust, 10% derate. Takeoff flaps 1. But firstly, we can do We can update the weights in the init ref. Oh, it's still the same, okay. 0 fuel. Gross weight 70.6. Okay. 10% D-rate takeoff. Flaps 1, CG 22.6, 148, 149, 156, and 156 we put in the MCP 156. Load sheet. Doors closed. Cargo as well, cool. 760 kilograms, so we can use the center pumps. So let's ask for the push, if it's gonna work. So loading a little bit. Okay, let's put it here. Execute, connect TAC.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground, standby.
In the meantime, we can do another checklist here. Let me find it. Before start. Fuel 8.2 kilograms required, 8.2 on board. Pumps on, fasten belt sign. Okay, there's just the procedure first. Okay, captain will be doing his side, my side, and here we can do the next page. And then FO side will do here hydraulic review, anti-collision that's on, holding the backs. Fasten belt sign is on MCP V2 156 heading 046 altitude 8000. Takeoff speeds V1 148 149 156. CDU pre-flight CPDLC completed. Radar aileron trim 3 and 0. Taxi and takeover briefing completed. Windows cockpit door. Okay, closed. Now closed and locked. Your side, cool. Doors closed. EFB and phones, airplane mode, transponder, altitude off. Let's put it above. Let's put it on here. Okay. Holding at PAX, yeah? Okay, so we are clear for push. Okay, continue checklist. PAX off, anti-collision lights on, we are clear for push.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Okay, let's wait. We're gonna be behind this red line here. We'll be can start the engines. Also there is some motoring there. Okay, start engine number 2. And 2. And 1. Motoring. It's cold engine, so it's gonna take some time. No, actually it will be quite fast. When they are warm, then its motoring can take up to 2 minutes, or maybe longer. Fuel flow.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Ground. You may disconnect.
63.
Okay, sir, cleared to disconnect.
Okay, let's say it's stabilized. No. Quite long. And 2 and 1. Fuel, EGT. Nice sound. I can hear the engines. One on 2.2. Maybe, I don't know. And 2024. I never searched for crack because I paid for the full version, and I'm 2020. Okay, 1 on 2.2. Yeah, okay, so he disconnected the flaps 5. I was just reading the comments here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it should be 1, yeah, as we said. Flaps 1 set. And FO didn't do his procedures, so lazy FO, I will do it for him. No, flaps 5. Headsets, intercom. Doesn't work, yeah? Doesn't stay here. Flight controls check pin, okay, collected, thank you. Down, left, right. Rudder, left, full right. Recall. What's that here? System. We can continue taxi, so before taxi checklist. It's from the yoke. No, it's takeoff, sorry. Hey, taxi generators are on probe heat. And I switch off something here. Probe heat is on. Anti-ice not required. Isolation of auto engine set switches continuous. Recall. Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers. Idle detent. Flaps. 5 required. Sorry, 1 required. 1 selected. Green light. Flight controls checked. Ground personnel equipment clear. Clear. Before taxi check is completed. We can commence taxi. Straight ahead to the left. Or maybe first to the left. So clear left. Clear right. Finally, it's 1 hour 20 minutes. Yeah. Max is moving on idle. So we can start our turn. Left side clear. And to the right. Cabin secured. Okay, so before takeoff checklist. Cabin crew, take your seats for takeoff. Okay, we'll do it in a second. Because this yoke is different here. It's only 2 points here. 2 items to check, flaps and stabilizer trim. In my company we have also flap, stabilizer trim, cabin, TCAS. So we need to advise cabin. Okay, but we can do flaps, 1 green light, stabilizer trim. Okay, 5.87 units. Cabin crew, take your seats for takeoff. Cool. And taxi chart. 23 knots. I think that's the end of the runway here, yeah. As we look, Delta 1. Do we see any Delta? Okay. I almost skipped that one. Taxiing straight ahead. So clear left. Full length. We are clear for lineup, approach sector clear, confirm Clear to line up, runway 03 right. Confirmed. Okay, so transponder quickly. TAR. Okay. Continue checklist. Okay. Cabin secure. TCAS. TARA. Before takeoff checklist completed. Lights are on. Actually, we should go here to use the full length. Because the yellow one is for vacating the runway. That's a little bit too much, but okay. Let's stop here. At 1100, turn right, intercept crawl radial 264 inbound. 1100. Oops, no. Okay, ready? Ready. So we are clear for takeoff. We can set up the taxi lights. Timing. Which button was that? Toggle. Set takeoff thrusts. 80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Turning right. I think there's too much power here. And one. FMC speed with enough puff. That's strange. Now it's 230. Acceleration altitude. Flaps up. I think the PMDG is much better. It's not that sensitive here. I mean PMDG. Okay, autopilot command 8, it's not climbing. Okay, cool. We're clear to climb flight level 2. Okay, 180, let's say. 180 set. Standard. Passing 3,900 feet. It's not climbing at all. What's wrong with this plane? 62. 66%. Ah, because it's 4,000 or below. Okay, so sorry for that. So VNAV was correct, but we are clear for climb. And 1 VNAV speed. Now it's correct. He wanted to keep us here below 4,000 feet on the procedure, which is correct. And after takeoff, procedure after takeoff checklists. Engine bleeds are on, packs auto, landing gear up and up, up, flaps up and no light after takeoff checklist completed. And again, okay, so we can press Alt intervention if we have this constraint here, 7,000, and the next one was 8,000, so we can press it again instead of going here in the FMC to remove that button. We can press that one and it's gonna remove the next constraint. Okay, the standard, sorry, here that side. Flight level 100. Check. Okay, flight level 100, yeah. So FO side will do it. So FO will check the bleeds again, packs, okay, cool, cabin is pressurizing, climbing, 1.3, cool. Re-entry, okay, cool. Fuel temperature 10 degrees, flight level 100 checked, seat belts, auto. Just wondering if there is still some ATC here. There was only tower and 80s, that's it. So no radar as well, no ground, no delivery. So we could fly offline. But so I think we'll have to speed up fuel, okay? Center fuel pumps off. We could keep it actually off for takeoff, but now it's too late. Next clearance. Our final flight level 370, and we have 370, 370. And here on the VNAV page, cruise 370 set 3 times. It's nice weather here on this side. we could do actually, we could speed up the sim already. Times 2. Times 4. If it's not gonna get crazy here. Times 4. Times 2, I think it's maximum here to keep our LNAV. As you see, he turned quite a lot to the left, 0.8. Okay, flight level 200. Out of VSM check, passing flight level 213. Checked. 200 above. The guy is turning left and right with this sim rate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. PMDG is much better. Especially if you want to speed up the sim a little bit. So yeah, it keeps the LNAV very accurately. Okay, FMC, what we have here in the FMC? VNAV, cruise, okay, 7, 8, cool, nice. Jesus, I think I'm gonna put the normal rate. Because our passengers, they're gonna get sick for sure. Stabilize here a little bit, so maybe after the turn will be good time to speed up. Got some clouds here, so well, it's quite light, looks like here in the game. Progress page to -43, it's okay. Start temperature. So we don't have to switch on the engine anti-ice. So we're good. Nice view here. Some islands around. Airport, yeah, now. So Turkey is gonna be soon, so I don't have the Volanta, nothing switched on, so of course there is some update, because I didn't use it for quite a long time. Flight level 300, angle back 10 degrees over here. But it's switched. That's strange. It's okay. Flight level 300. And we check again, pressurization. Looking good. 7. Flight level 3705. How's the cabin altitude? 6, 7, almost 8. Okay, 7.5. Temperature dropping. Temperature in the cabin. Okay, a little bit warmer, as they like. So I cannot use Volanta. I will use what I have there. A little navmap, so it will show us the routing, or maybe in the new EFB it's gonna have the charts or world map, so you can see the plane. Where is the plane here on the nav? A little nav map. I think it's not connected. Map. Center aircraft. No. Nothing works, guys. Even the little nav map stopped working. Maybe I'll need to do updates somehow. Approaching level 370. Anyway, the Turkey will be over here shortly, so 350 VNAV 79. It's quite fast, yeah. Even for the performance. Cost index 20. Flight was 56. A little bit faster, 1000 to level off, check. And on PMDG they implemented the weather radar. It's works like crap, but always there is some simulation. Checked. So I'll keep terrain here. 7.9. If you get some turbulence like now, changing the wind speed, then in reality the speed will be going up and down for like 5-10 knots maybe. So it's always better to put a little bit slower speed here. Just to have that margin here, so you're not gonna overspeed. Is he losing control? I'm not sure. So what we have next? Let's make some shortcut here, and we're not gonna make so many turns. Speed, sim rate to 0 again. Legs page, what's there? Occlam or something like that. Occlam point. And then we put legs again. Execute. LNF available. LNF. Now it's gonna return to the FMC speed. Heading on the nose. And we continue over Turkey. And here is Izmir, Lima Tango Bravo Juliet. The plane needs some time to regain the path over here. So let's give him a little bit, a few more seconds, and then we can speed up again. And yeah, it's a good time to check the METAR for our arrival, which I'm looking right now. METAR, sometimes you can check if you are nearby the airport, you can check it here. But I don't think so we're gonna find it. If it's gonna be in range. Oh, there is actually. No, it's not. No, is that? No. Sanliurfa, so it's not that one here. And on the new EFB, I'm sure you will be able to check it there. And maybe CPDLC, I'm not sure. A-cars. Doesn't work. So I'll need to check it offline, so you're not gonna see the weather. Sanliurfa, nice name. Quite difficult to pronounce for the first time. Golf November Yankee. Lima Tango Charlie Sierra. So what we have there now, let's look for the METAR on the flight radar. And it's a bit laggy. That browser is even more lags than in the sim at the beginning of the stream. Not sure why. Anyway, it shows 250 12 knots. 9999, scatter 010, broken to 2500, temperature 12, and QNH 1016. We can set it up here on standby, and over there as well. QNH 1016. Set. Sim rate +2. To speed up that process of flying. 250 12 knots, yeah, so let's pretend that our maximum tailwind can be 250 12 can be 10 knots. Let's see in the OPT how it looks like. Landing, so we're gonna have Golf November Yankee, not in database, Lima Tango Charlie Sierra. it's not even here. Maybe I will do the update of the company performance calculation, OPT. So, but I don't have that airport in the system, so I thought they have all the airports there. What's the runway? Lima Tiger Charlie Sierra runway 04 has the ILS. And here we'll do NDB or PR. PR Delta runway 2. We don't have a choice. Execute. Right now I'm updating the OPT from my company, so let's see if it's gonna work. There was some 9 updates. Landing again. Lima Tango Charlie Sierra. I can add the airport. Airport name. Sanliurfa. The runway has plan. It's gonna show 2000 runway length. But even the flight radar page, it's quite laggy here. But I can check that one on the phone, it will be much faster, so. So maybe I will be able to add this airport manually. The first time I do like this. Bravo Golf. Golf November Yankee. Show me. And then we have stats. Airport. Runway has runway 22, yeah? Let's say runway 22. 4,000 kilometers. 123 meters, okay. 4,000 meters. And then nothing works. Now it works, cool. So I put it manually, first time I see this option here. Landing, wind, we can place it here, the wind from the meter. And we have 250/12. So 10 headwind, 6 crosswind. There's one traffic flying to this airport from Medina. It's gonna arrive in 2 hours 51 minutes. How many minutes we have left there? Also some clouds coming here, because it's quite rainy right now over Turkey, if you check the weather. Golf November Yankee arrivals, what we have there. Okay, they did a nice procedure here. They flew over the airport. They used runway 22, yeah. So they flew over the airport. They turned right. We'll need to check the charts first of all. Looks nice actually. For the VR. So let's see another Turkish. Maybe something similar. I don't know. Aged again. They did some folding. And then what? Probably runway 22 as well. See almost top of descent. So time to check the charts. What's the 28th battery? Yes, I'm not charging my tablets here. 4 kilometers runway. Nice. So the airport code was Lima Tango Charlie. Sanliurfa. 4,000 meters approach ILS, not that hot. But they have ILS. Okay. They had ILS here in the for runway 22. But the thing is, we don't have it in the FMC. But we could do it manually then in this case. So let's put VR. Okay, actually let's put like this. Because as I said before on the beginning of the stream, that nav data it's 3 years old. I will need to update it. Okay, auto brakes even off for landing. It's a long runway. We can do it manually because I think the simulator data is updated, so it should be correct with the ILS frequency. So ILS frequency is courses are 219er. A little bit of scrolling both sides, 219er. Then we have .1 3.2 ILS is. Oops, test. ILS 110.7. And VR is 113.2. So 113.2. Okay. 1.5 on that side here. Fuel is good. Scan flow completed. That can be made by pilot monitoring. System looks good. Oh, something wrong with the camera. I know why. Because I pressed the sim rate times 4. That's why. Standby ADF 3 9 391 and VR is set. So we'll do it manually. You don't see the chart, but we'll fly over GAP, Golf Alpha Papa, VR, over the airport, 5,000 feet. And then at distance 8.2 ISAM, or 8.4 GAP. We'll put it in the fixed page. GAP, let's see if it's there. GAP. 8.4, we'll make the turn. Distance 8.4. Oh my god. .4. We'll make the turn to the right. 4,700 feet. We turn. The 084, then 264, and then back. So basically we're gonna fly like that. If I can show you quickly, legs. Okay, somewhere. Runway 22. Okay, so we're gonna fly like this. Over the airport, here, to the right, to the left, intercept the localizer and if there is any localizer in the game, and then continue. Not in the FMC. And then meets approach, climb on radio 219er from NDB onto crossing 4000, then turn left, climbing to 5000, proceed to BR NDB at home. 110.7, that's is set. Cool. How far to top of descent? We have FMC. So, Mina, top of descent, 205 miles, so still okay. There is going to be another turn shortly. Times 4 he started to turn. Before the fix, so we have Mike Uniform Tango ahead. So trials and error, there is a new airport, maybe the procedure, so first time there, ATC, any high terrain. Check. Where is that airport? Lima Tango. Lima Tango Charlie Sierra. I'm just checking. Lima Tango Charlie Sierra. Great Mora is 11.8. It's quite high. So terrain. Yeah, but around the airport it's not very high. No high terrain at the airport, so cool. There is one Mach at 3,309, but the airport elevation is 2,700. 3,500 feet. Minimums, we're gonna use ILS 2918. Oh, we click this one. 129. Almost there. 29. Set. Both sides, let's say. FMC control panel. It should work with the control panel. But not here, still RA. Because when you put it control panel left, then the minimums should stay there, but they return to the radio 3.5. That's a small shortcut that we use online when you are tired of scrolling here. You can just use it from other pilot just to make it faster. Of course, you need to double check if it's correct or not, so okay, so we have 8.4 gap, 113.2. You can set it up here, 113.2. VR2 and ILS on COM1. In this case, Puppy on the left, 4000. Miss approach is briefed. 219 from GAP, 391. Okay, from NDB it's a 219er until crossing 4000. Then to the left, climbing to 5000. But if we are from GAP point, then we go for heading 391. No, actually no. My mistake. That's the frequency. 391. Top of descent on the... almost there. Let's stabilize again on the LNAV, and then we can speed up. Progress page 3.9 fuel, so the difference with the fuel quantity is 1.1. So 5 minus 3.9, 1.1. We're gonna burn, so it's 66.1. We use flaps 30. And wind correction +5, we get some headwind. Auto brakes off. Fuel is good. Weather, it's a bit cloudy, but let's check matter again. In case of diversion, the fuel minimum diversion fuel was performance 1.9. Meter Lima Tango Charlie Sierra Sanliurfa. We have scatter 1000, broken 2500. The temperature 11. Runway 22 to 30, 10 knots. Okay. Was expecting some rain, but from the tough. 1814, okay, broken temporary. Some gust. But yeah. It's already after the showers, so I think the weather should be clearing. From 21 to 23 it's Cavoc, so we're gonna have a nicer weather than previously. Maybe 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago it was raining there. What to do? Sim rate. So shall I add anything else to the briefing? Whether, okay, all that arrival procedure we know, star. We put something here, before, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do it. As we can expect with that one Foxtrot, we can expect some radar vectors and it's straight line Lutam straight to GAP point. Straight line. You can double check. Lutam. Let's put it direct there. Here we go. Some shortcuts, so it's gonna be even faster. Lutam, then Delta 242 Golf. Okay, let's say it's that one here. GAP, okay. Makes sense. And Foxtrot 22. Okay, let's do it like this. It's not perfect, but that one, that procedure is actually for VR. So if we use just runway 22, we're not gonna have any procedures. Approach plate is briefed. Glide slope is 3 degrees. And let's say fix is 6.2. So this one we can put as a fix now. RX, GAP RX, okay. On the fixed page as well, runway 22. We'll use rings, 6 miles, 10 miles. And right now we can use 200 just to see where we are. Okay, we already passed double descent coming. Taxi, vacating. Actually, now here we need to do. Either I will brake. Yeah, Bravo Alpha. It should be good because it's a long runway, so it's 4,000 meters and terminal is in the middle. Exactly, so 2,000 meters is more than enough to stop. So no backtrack expected. And no questions here. No questions. Cool, let's wait for this nice descent. So quick call to the cabin, so I need to go to the toilet. Okay. Hello, it's Matt. I'll need to go to the toilet, yeah. Thanks. Where is the camera here? There was camera on the iPad, I remember that. Video here, yeah. Okay, looks clear. Nobody in the galley. Okay, so the girl, she can come to the flight deck. Yeah, and I will leave the flight deck. So in my company they are always 2 people in the flight deck. And now we can use the toilet quickly. Okay. Nice one for the babies. Cool. Flush. That's the flush for the toilet, and that's the attendant call. We wash our hands, leave. Okay. That's nice one here. If you smoke the cigarette, you need to put it here. Okay, cool. So these doors are not armed as well. So quickly to arm the door. To disarm the door, you put this bar out of the hooks and then you place it. The red tape, you put it on top. And when you arm the door, put this one down and then the hinge, or how you call it, the geared bar. And this is our, that's why we have 178, because we have nice business class seats like in Fly Dubai. That one should be closed. And you can open some hand tractor here as well, which I really like. So Turkish is coming to something Sanliurfa. And top of descent over there. So descent checklist actually after the briefing. So pressurization landing altitude 2700, recall checked. No, not that one. Auto brake off. Landing data. VREF. Flaps 30, 143, minimums 2918. Check. Approach briefing completed. Okay. Double descent. So we can pre-select, let's say we are clear to descend flight level 300 when ready. And you should start descent automatic. performance, yeah, it's calculated, so we're good to go. What was the 66.7 flaps 30? Yeah, it's a long runway. Brakes all non-dry. Let's say it's dry. Yeah. Outside temperature. QNH 1006. What else is missing? Kilograms 66.7. Calculate. We have auto brakes 3 2000, max manual 1252 meters. Auto brake 1, it's 3185. So even with auto brakes 1, we're gonna stop there. And if you want, we can try. Oh, it started descent. Okay. Flight level 300. So seatbelt sign on. And angle bank 25 degrees. PA was made. We're descending. So I switched off the sim box here. That's why I cannot reduce the sim rate. Okay, so now we are 1,600 feet too high, higher than, okay, it's coming anyway. But we could use as well a level change, just to keep our high speed. MCP speed 320. Gonna approach our, because what's the descent here? Speed, target speed, okay, 324. Usually we put 250 or 280 even here. 7. Okay. 0.77/280. Let's see, we're gonna be even higher. Look. But we keep our speed now, so 320. Put 320. That's the correct one. Let's put flight level 100. We still keep the sim rate ×2, you know. And from the chart, transition altitude 10,000, so 11,000 will be the transition level. It's forecast. I didn't put anything in the forecast page. Okay, let's request. It's not gonna work, I think. Flight level 110 here, and QNH 100. Should put the wind there. So let's see if we're gonna have this ILS there. If not, then we'll do go around and then what? VR approach. Some vectors, I'm not sure. So we need to be ready. In case of VOR, let's see VOR. 222 courses, 113.2 is set already. Cool. And minimums are 3,100 plus 50 feet. And then we'll see. 3,000, quite high. 3,000, so it's 400 feet. Yes, okay. AGL. Okay, we have plus 16 already. So there are some clouds, we don't need engine anti-ice. Flight level 100. Checked. Okay, 7,000. Standing lights on. Set. But what was the temperature here? Where is our lovely meter? Now it shows. Okay, standard. Sorry, 1006, passing 9,400 feet. Just checked. And the speed, yeah. So I was checking the meter now. 250. Temperature 16. 16 degrees. Be enough. High speed approved, 7,000. Let's put 6,000 feet here. And yeah, well, now we're reducing the speeds. Flight level 100 is checked. Temperature minus 20 already. Pressurization all good. Out of quick descent. Would be nice to have always like this. 5-10 minutes descent, not half an hour. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Here are FISC frequency India Sierra Alpha November identified. Frequency 110.7. We have nothing here. And drag required. So let's put some speed brakes here. As we are approaching 10 miles. And we should descend to 5,000. Some turbulence there. Frequency is checked, identification, so we have it, India Sierra Alpha November. Okay, cool. And standby altimeter set. And courses 219 set is completed. Approach checklist. Altimeters QNH 1006. Approach checklist completed. And then we set 8.2 from ESAM point. Fix gap. Gonna work like that. ILS. And here we have gap 8.4. That's correct. So we can remove gap, delete, and we'll keep ESA 8.2, 1000 checked. Okay, flaps 1 because we are below 8.2. The auto throttle does a good, yeah, great job. Speed brakes, okay. Which button was it? This one here, to arm. And now we can go with the heading 8.2 miles. until the circle here, and then we turn to the right on heading 084. So the clouds, as you see, 5000.
2500.
Checked. QNH 1006. 1007. Yeah, we flew over the airport already, so it's behind us somewhere there. And as you can see, the terminal is in the middle. So approaching slightly to the left, heading 084 in a second. Zero 84 set. Let's count like 30 seconds. Because now we have some tailwind, so 27 tailwind, nice. So let's count 15 seconds from the wings level. Time. Seconds, okay. Now we turn 264. Set. $5,000 feet, we can descend to 4,700. Let's hold, okay. Doesn't want to descend. So it's on hold. Okay. Holding at 4,700. Not log armed. Let's see if we're gonna make it. Flaps 5. Speed 5. Let's put 170 something. 170. Actually, we can put approach mode, glide slope armed. Approaching 8 miles. Now it's 11.5, okay. So which one is 8 miles? Oh, that one here. So there's something strange. 610. This is 10, this is 6, whereas 8.2. So it's different fix, I think. Isan. Polo captured. Looks like. Okay, doesn't matter, so I think we flew a little bit too far, I think. Localizer coming. Let's put it again, Eastern point. 0.7. Okay, that's one. We don't have it there. Delete. So we could keep actually GAP, yeah? Golf Alpha Papa. 1 8.2 and slash 8.4. There you go. Glide level 1 out. Okay, gear down. Flaps 15. Speed 15. And flaps 30. Speed 30. Landing checklist. Engine set switches. Continuous. Speed brake armed. Landing gear down. Flaps 30. Green light. Landing checklist completed. Runway in sight. Nice visibility here. Okay, so which button was that for? Okay, auto. Autopilot. It's gonna make some sound. There you go. So no go around today because I'm a little bit late. It's almost 11. Speed. No, there's nothing around here. Not even a building. Okay, there's some few buildings there. Okay, sorry. I was just checking the buildings. Instead of focusing on flying. Glide slope still within limits.
Approaching 300.
Just the rate, okay, checked.
Minimum 200.
Okay, continue.
100.
This glide slope is going up and down.
50. 40. 30. 20.
It's a long runways.
10.
To make it better. At the end of the touchdown. Speed brake up. Reverse is idle. No need to put full reverse, so we have 30%. Okay, that was the first manual brake. 60 knots. Not very busy airport here, I see. Now to brake disarmed. And clear left. No scenery as well. Oh, that is the reverse. Okay, we need the reverse. After landing procedure. Lights. AP on. Landing 3 minutes clock. Okay, let's see. Weather radar off. See where is the follow me car and TCAS. Okay, it should be below here on the maps. Okay. Where shall we go? To the left. Cool. Nice approach. Something new. I mean new. No vectors, of course, so we flew over the airport. Clear right. Taxi lights on. Off. Let's say marshal is size. So 1 minute elapsed only, so we still need to wait 2 minutes for cooling. It's turning to the right. Okay, it's like this. I think we're gonna make it like that. 4 knots. Oops. That was too much. It's very sensitive, the brake. Fuel still 4 tons, so as you see, the weather is not that good. It was raining before, so I took 1.5 tons extra. Okay, still parking brake set. Still 1 minute to go, as you see here, for cooling, and then we can switch off the engines. Let's wait. Short taxi. Oh yeah, I'm pressing something here. Pressure. Weather. Yeah, that's the terrain. "20 seconds sim rate." Now we can press it. Look, this is how you do it. 250 and starts, which is cool. Sorry. AP on the bus. Engines off. Seatbelt sign off. Anti-collision light off. And the F side, okay, forgot about this one as well, because it was short taxi. Sorry, that one. Hydraulic panels, okay, APU on, so they can chill. Fly directors. No, it's from here. What else? Fuel reset. I didn't want to press it, but okay, it was manual. And then by 2000, okay, neutral, and then we go standby here. Cool, now. Thank you. Secure, sorry, after... No comments here. Shutdown. Shutdown checklist, so... Still waiting for the papers. Shutdown fuel pumps off. One is for APU. Okay. Probe heat, auto. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps up, no light. What's next? Parking brake is set. Engine side lever is cut off. Weather radar off. Aircraft phone on. Shutdown checklist completed. Flaps up, no light here. So guys, so a little bit of troubles here, but yeah, next one will be much better. So let's see. I'll try to do it with the ATC on VATSIM. Today I was a little bit too late, and you know, it is as it is. So I think thank you for watching anyway, and see you on the next one.